A big accident came to the hospital. The emergency room was chaos. Doctors could not help everyone. Then janitor Linda stepped in. Her hands moved like she had been doing surgery for 20 years. Because she really had. Welcome to Silent Hero Stories. Before we start this amazing story, tell me in the comments what city you are watching from today. If you believe silent heroes need to be heard, hit that subscribe button. These stories matter. Linda Martinez came to work every night at 10 p.m. She worked the night shift at Mercy General Hospital in Chicago. Same routine for 5 years. Same quiet work. Linda was 45 years old, medium height, brown hair. She always wore blue cleaning uniform. Very calm, very quiet. She never got attention. The hospital was big, very big. 400 beds, 8 floors, thousands of patients. During the day, very busy. Doctors, nurses, patient families. But at night, it was quiet. Linda's job was simple. Clean the halls, clean patient rooms, empty trash. She worked alone, very quiet. Hospital staff knew her, but nobody talked to her much. "Hello, Linda," they said. She said hello back. That was all. Linda never complained. She did perfect work. Never late, never left early. In 5 years, she never took sick days. Perfect worker. But Linda had strange things about her. Patients felt very comfortable with her, like she made them feel safe. Children especially loved Linda. And Linda knew a lot about medical things. While cleaning, she watched patients. She understood their conditions, much more than normal janitors. The strangest thing, Linda was never afraid of emergencies. When alarms went off, when code blue was called, when everyone was running, she was very calm. Sarah, a young nurse, was curious about Linda. "She never panics," she said, like she has seen these situations thousands of times before. Dr. Johnson also noticed Linda. Very calm woman. She makes patient families feel better. Good energy. But nobody knew Linda's past, where she came from, what job she did before. Her resume only said previous job, private cleaning company. Linda never made friends. She did not talk to coworkers. When her shift ended, she went home. Next night, she came back. Very quiet, very mysterious. Months passed. Strange details about Linda started to add up, but nobody paid much attention. Linda's hands were very skilled. When cleaning, she was very careful, especially in patient rooms. She knew sterilization rules perfectly, and Linda's approach to patients was very professional. When cleaning patient rooms, she checked patient comfort, bed position, room temperature, airflow. The strangest thing, Linda used some medical words. When talking to nurses, she used doctor language. How would a normal janitor know so much medical knowledge? One night, Mike, a young doctor intern, tried to talk to Linda. "Linda, is this job hard, working in hospital at night?" "No, I am used to it." "Did you work in hospital before?" Linda stopped for a second. "Yes, different places." "What kind of places?" "Medical environments." Mike could not get more information. Linda always gave short answers. Another night, old patient Mrs. Rodriguez was in pain. The nurse was busy. Linda went to the patient room. "How are you, Mrs. Rodriguez?" "I have much pain, Linda." Linda checked the patient. She took pulse, checked skin, watched breathing. "Mrs. Rodriguez, let's change position. Your pain will be less." And Linda repositioned the patient very professionally. The pain really got better. Mrs. Rodriguez was surprised. "Linda, are you a doctor?" "No, I am janitor." "But you know very well, experience." The most interesting thing was the mark on Linda's arm. Old, deep scar. Very old. Very big. Not surgery scar. It looked like shrapnel wound. Nurse Sarah noticed this. "Linda, how did you get that mark on your arm?" "Old injury." "What kind of injury?" "Work accident." "What work?" "Old job." Sarah could not get more information either, but Sarah was a careful nurse. She looked at Linda's file. Social security number, tax records, references. Everything was very clean, very organized. Too perfect. The most interesting detail was Linda's references. Her previous employers were medical contractor companies, but there was not much information about these companies. Sarah did internet research. These companies looked like military medical contractor firms, private companies that gave medical service in the army, But what could Linda have to do with them? She was just a janitor. Weeks passed. Linda's behavior became more noticeable. One night the emergency room was very busy. Too many patients coming. Nurses could not help everyone. Linda was cleaning, but watching the situation. Young patient needed IV. Nurse Jennifer was very tired. She could not put in IV, could not find vein. Linda came close. Jennifer, can I help? Can you put in IV? Yes. Linda put in perfect IV in one try. Jennifer was surprised. Linda, where did you learn this? Experience. What experience? Medical experience. Jennifer tried to understand. How could a janitor put in IV so well? Another night, old patient showed heart attack symptoms. Doctor had not come yet. Linda checked the patient. Pulse, blood pressure, oxygen level. She checked everything. Then she called the nurse. Sarah, this patient needs urgent EKG. Probably MI. Sarah was surprised. Linda, how are you making diagnosis? Symptoms are clear, but you are not doctor. No, but I know the symptoms. When EKG result came, Linda was right. Patient really was having heart attack. The strangest event was Linda's phone call. Sarah heard it by accident. Linda was speaking Spanish, but very medical, very military language. See, doctor, combat medic, field surgery, roger that. This was military medical talk. Why was Linda using military medical words? After the call ended, Sarah came over. Linda, who were you talking to? Old friend. What kind of friend? Old work friend. From what job? Place we used to work together. Again, unclear answers. That week, Sarah decided to research Linda more deeply. She hired a private detective to investigate Linda's past. The results were shocking. Linda Martinez's past only went back 6 years. Before that, no records existed. Like she was born into the world at age 39. Birth certificate, school records, old jobs, nothing could be found. Linda Martinez appeared suddenly 6 years ago. This was very suspicious. How could a normal person's past be completely erased? The detective went deeper. Linda's ID card, social security number, passport, everything started 6 years ago. This looked like government witness protection program. But why would Linda need protection? Saturday night, everything was normal. Linda was doing her routine, cleaning the hospital. It was 11:30 p.m. Night shift was quiet. Dr. Johnson was on duty in emergency room. Nurse Sarah was there too. Seemed like a normal night. At 11:45 p.m., 911 call came. Big traffic accident. Bus crash. 15 injured people coming. Emergency room went to alarm mode. All doctors were called. Nurses got ready. Big accident protocol. First ambulances started coming. Serious injuries, medium injuries, light injuries. Triage was being done, but there were too many injured people. Doctors could not help everyone. Nurses were overloaded. Chaos started. Linda was cleaning, but watching the situation. Emergency room had panic. Most serious patient came. Young man. Multiple trauma. Internal bleeding. Probably organ damage. Dr. Johnson was helping him. At same time, second serious patient came. Old woman. Head trauma. Unconscious. Needed urgent help. But there was no other doctor. Dr. Johnson was alone. 2 serious patients. 1 doctor. Sarah. Dr. Johnson shouted. Is there another doctor? Dr. Williams is coming. 10 minutes. Too late. This woman needs help now. At that moment, Linda stepped in. Dr. Johnson, I can help. Linda, you are a janitor. Yes, but I have medical background. Dr. Johnson had no choice. What can you do? Neurological assessment, vital signs monitoring, basic life support. Dr. Johnson was surprised. How did Linda know these words? Okay, take care of old woman. I will help young man. Linda immediately took action. 20 years of combat medic training kicked in. Linda's movements changed instantly. She was not a janitor anymore. She was a medical expert. She went to old patient, checked vitals, pulse, blood pressure, oxygen, pupil response. She checked everything systematically. Dr. Johnson, she called. Patient showing signs of increased brain pressure, pupils different, slow heart, irregular breathing. Dr. Johnson stopped. How was Linda making such technical diagnosis? What do you suggest, Linda? Urgent head CT. Probably brain bleeding. Surgery may be needed. This was very technical medical analysis. How did Linda know? Linda started stabilizing patient. Put in IV. Gave oxygen. Fixed position. Every movement was professional. Sarah, Linda called. Get ready for head CT, and called brain surgeon. Sarah was confused. How was Linda giving orders? But Linda's analysis was right. CT result came. Brain bleeding. Urgent surgery needed. Johnson looked at Linda. Are you a doctor? No. Combat medic. What? U.S. Army combat medic. I served 20 years. Dr. Johnson could not believe it. What units? 82nd Airborne, Special Operations, MASH units. Where did you serve? Afghanistan, Iraq, field hospitals, forward bases. Sarah was listening. Was Linda really military doctor? At that time, another injured person came. Young girl, chest trauma, breathing problem. Linda, Dr. Johnson said, can you help this patient too? Yes. Linda checked young girl. Chest exam, breathing patterns, oxygen level, pneumothorax. Linda said, need urgent chest tube. Can you do it? Yes, but I cannot do here. Legal problem. Emergency situation. I take responsibility. Linda immediately took action. Did chest tube insertion. Perfect technique. Girl started breathing. Dr. Johnson watched with admiration. Linda, you are real doctor. No doctor. I am combat medic. Field surgery specialist. Why do you work as janitor? Because war ended. I returned to civilian life. That night, Linda saved 6 patients. All serious injuries. Different treatment for each one. Dr. Johnson came to Linda. Linda, you are legend. No doctor. I just did my job. The next day, Linda's story spread through the whole hospital. Everyone was shocked. The quiet janitor they worked with for 5 years was an elite combat medic. Hospital director Dr. Williams called Linda to his office. Linda, we need to talk. Okay, doctor. Are you really combat medic? Yes. I served 20 years. Why didn't you tell anyone? Linda looked out the window. Because people change. When they learn I was military doctor, they act different. How different? Sometimes they are scared. Sometimes they show too much respect. But I just want to be normal, Linda. Dr. Williams tried to understand. But you are expert doctor. I was doctor before. Now I am janitor. Why do you do this job? Linda smiled. Because I love this job. Quiet, peaceful, no war, no death, just clean hospital. But you could do much better jobs. Maybe, but I am happy here. Dr. Williams wanted more information. Linda, what operations were you in? I cannot talk. Secret operations. Can you say anything? Linda thought. I can say one thing. I built field hospitals, medical centers in war zones. How? Tent hospitals, mobile surgery rooms. Very hard conditions, but we saved lives. Dr. Williams was impressed. You are a real hero. No doctor. I was just doctor doing job. Now I am janitor doing job. That day, all hospital workers looked at Linda differently, but Linda continued acting the same way. When they said, hello, Linda, she answered, hello. Nothing had changed. Sarah came to Linda. Linda, last night was very impressive. Thank you, Sarah. You are very talented. Every doctor is talented. They get training. They get ready. But you are different. Linda shook her head. No, Sarah. I am like others. I just did my job. Dr. Johnson also came to Linda. Linda, you are amazing. No doctor. I am just janitor. But combat medic. That was before. Now I do different work. Dr. Johnson tried to understand. What is war like? Linda was quiet for a long time. Doctor, war is bad thing. Nobody wants war. I did medical work in war because it was necessary. Now there is peace. This is better. Weeks passed. Linda's life changed. Now everyone knew her real identity. But Linda continued doing the same job. Dr. Williams made Linda an offer. Linda, I want you to work in emergency department. Doctor salary. Doctor position. No thank you, doctor. Why? I love my cleaning job. I don't want to change. But you are expert doctor. That was before. Now I am Linda. Dr. Williams insisted. At least accept pay raise. Not necessary. I am happy. Linda, you are very humble. No doctor. I am realistic. I do what I want. I want to be janitor. Hospital patients also started seeing Linda differently. But Linda acted the same way with them too. Patients asked Linda, Linda, can you give us health advice? Sure. Healthy living is most important. Good food, exercise, enough sleep. Military medical style? No. Normal health advice. War medicine is different. We don't do that here. Why? Because there is no war here. Here there is only healing. One day old veteran came, Vietnam War veteran. When he saw Linda, he stopped. Are you combat medic, daughter? Yes, sir. What unit? 82nd Airborne, Special Operations. I was soldier too. 1st Infantry Division. The two veterans shook hands. Mutual respect. Daughter, why are you cleaning here? Because this job gives me peace. I understand. After war, peace is important. Yes, sir. You were good doctor. Thank you, sir. You were good soldier too. That evening, Linda came to work at normal time. Same blue uniform, same cleaning equipment. Nothing had changed. But now everyone knew. Linda was not just a janitor. Linda was also a hero doctor. And most importantly, Linda was not proud about it. She was still humble, quiet Linda. Sarah asked Linda, Linda, do you ever regret it? Leaving medical life? No, Sarah, I am happy now. Why? Because now there is peace. I heal people but no war. I just clean. This is good. But you did very important work. Yes, but that was necessary then. This is necessary now. Is this job enough for you? Linda smiled. Sarah, important thing is not doing big job. Important thing is being good person. You are good person, Linda. Thank you, Sarah. You too. And Linda continued her cleaning. Because she was always Linda. Combat medic identity was just the past. Now she was Mercy General Hospital's most valuable worker. Because real healers live like this. Quietly. Humbly. And when necessary, they save lives. Now do you know someone like this? Someone who looks ordinary, but has an extraordinary past. Write their names in the comments. Share their stories. At Silent Hero Stories, we will not forget these silent healers. If this video touched you, subscribe and share. These stories must live on. See you in the next video. And remember, if a janitor acts very calm, maybe she is a secret doctor.